All right, so I lied in the last video. We're not going to metric and US unit conversions. We're going to do a few more examples of significant figures. So what if we have addition, subtraction, and multiplication, division combined? Okay, so what are we going to do? We're going to apply each individual rule separately and carry an extra guard digit and round off to the correct number of significant figures at the end, okay? So we're just gonna go on as normal, and then we're gonna continue on at the end, okay? So, for example, if I did this first, we're just gonna follow regular algebra rules here. We're gonna perform the following calculation. So on the top here, this is gonna be 41.69 divided by 13.80. Okay? So my addition and subtraction rule, right? I'm not certain about this 9 there, right? I'm not certain about it because I have no accuracy in the next place. But I'm still going to include it in the calculation here as my guard digit, like I said. But really, this number on the top should be represented as 41.7 grams. Okay, not grams actually. What am I talking about? There's no units to these numbers. They're just numbers right now. All right, so just keep that in mind. Just plug everything in your calculator as normal. 13.8. Okay. So what I get is 3.02101. It goes on and on and on and on and on. Okay, so how many significant figures can this answer have? Well, remember, this number on the top, really properly expressed, has 3 significant figures. Sorry, my pen there is acting up quite a bit. Okay, this has 4 significant figures. So my answer can only have 3 because when I multiply and divide, it's the lowest. So I need to round this to 3 significant figures, 3.02. Answer can only have 3 significant figures. So again, we're going to apply each individual rule separately, carry an extra guard digit, which is that 9, okay? We're just doing it for the calculation, and round off to the correct amount of significant figures at the end of the calculation, okay? So hopefully that example made sense, all right? And there'll be more examples like this in your homework that you can go over and get some more practice. Okay, let's do another example before we end this video, and then we'll go on to metric unit conversions. So the density of a substance is given by density equals mass divided by volume. Okay, and a liquid with a volume of 4 milliliters is placed in a beaker with a mass of 36.5 grams. The mass of the liquid plus the beaker is 42.42 grams. What is the density of the liquid? Well, let's see. To calculate the density of the liquid, again, density is equal to mass over volume, and that's something we're going to learn in a later video, actually. Let's do the calculations. So first, we got to figure out just the mass of the liquid, right? So the mass of the liquid is equal to the mass of the liquid plus the beaker minus just the mass of the beaker. Okay? And when you do that, you're going to get this answer, 5.92 grams. Now, this last digit here is going to be the guard digit, okay? We're just going to carry it along with us, but really it shouldn't be there because I have no certainty in that column. If you, again, lined up the decimal places and you did the addition and subtraction, okay? Or the subtraction in this case, that's there, okay? But we're just gonna carry it along with us. But we're gonna, it's just there along for the ride, I guess you could say. So now let's calculate the density. So again, density is equal to mass over volume, which is going to be equal to 5.9. I'm going to put it in parentheses, 2 divided by, just to remind us that it's a guard digit, 4.00 milliliters. Okay. So I do this calculation and I get 1.48 grams per milliliter. Okay. So how many significant figures can this answer have? Well, remember this 2 here is the guard digit, okay? So that 2 there is a guard digit. So we can ignore it when we count the number of significant figures in the number. So this has 2 sig figs then. Okay, this has 3 sig figs. But it's the lowest number, right? So that means our answer can only have 2 sig figs. So this should be more properly expressed as 1.5. Again, the 8 is the first number to be dropped. It's greater than 5, so we round the digit ahead of it by 1 grams per milliliter. Include units always, okay? But that's the answer. So hopefully that made sense, okay, about if we're combining these rules together and how do we do that. Again, there's plenty more examples in your homework, and if you have any questions, please reach out to me. I'd be happy to answer them. All right, so in the next video, I'm pretty sure we're going to be going over metric unit conversions.